First, I want to say that I'm not against technology. I just spent 5 years sitting behind my computer making a film about how important it is to go outside. So I can definitely speak from experience with this. But the reality is that our reliance on and our addiction to screen technology comes with a price. And we're starting to see the consequences of that. And one of the major sacrifices we're making is in our connection to the natural world. As human beings, we tend to see ourselves as separate from nature. And we are not separate from nature. We are nature. And so our interactions with the natural world and with each other are critical when we're talking about how we want to prepare our children to live in this world. In order to live truly fulfilling spiritual, emotional, psychological, and physical lives, we need nature, and we need a connection to nature. One of the things that I hear a lot from parents and from people in general is that we need to prepare kids for the real world. And the real world involves technology, so we need to immerse them in it now. And the reality is that most basic technology skills can be learned in a matter of hours or days. The skills that kids are really going to need in the real world, as not just in the job market, but as citizens and human beings and husbands and wives, are empathy and creativity and emotional intelligence and global communication skills, group problem-solving skills. All of these skills, including an intimate knowledge of the natural world, which is what informs technology. All of these skills are what we need to be giving them in childhood. Those are skills that are far more difficult to learn later in life than basic technology skills, which by the time they're in the job market are probably going to be irrelevant anyway. Our director, Tonya Hessen-Shea, about 5 years ago, came across a quote that said, young children can recognize over 100 corporate logos and name less than 10 plants in their own backyard. And that was her aha moment. And the film started to take place after that. I got involved shortly thereafter, and the issues that we address in Play Again are really important to me personally, both personally and professionally. So my childhood was spent pretty immersed in the natural world, and it really shaped who I am today. And I have a real interest in media literacy and looking at how media and technology impact our lives, for better and for worse. One of the most important things that we can give kids, instead of immersing them in this world, which they will be entering as adults, but one of the most important things we can give them as children is a reason to care. There will be no kids that care about the environment if there are no kids who are connected to the environment in childhood. And science education is one really, really important component. There are so many science educators out there who are committed to getting kids outside and committed to hands-on learning, experiential learning, but they are finding it more and more difficult to work within the constraints of our school system. And so even there, I think we're starting to see real problems. I think what we need is a revamping of our system. And we need to take a hard look at our values, at what it is we really want to prepare kids for. It's very important to prepare kids for the job market, absolutely. We also have a responsibility to prepare them for life as citizens in the United States or citizens of whatever country they're living in.